Good evening, it's Chef and Wilma at Budrum, and this evening I'm going to show you how we made this backyard mushroom curry. I want to show you this crop of shrooms we got here. So these come out of the cow manure that we've been putting on our garden, and we're getting them identified by the Australian National Herbarium. Now they come out of the ground nice and clean. It's got a beautiful looking top, I think. Lovely pattern on there, and the bottom's pink, nice and pink. So we're not going to eat these until we get them positively identified by an expert. The first thing I'm doing here, I've got 1 cup of water with 2 small fish frames. I'm just going to cook them down and get a nice stock out of them. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil in there. I've got about half a dozen red shallots chopped up and 3 garlic cloves. So I'm just going to saute those. So you don't have to use red shallots, just a red onion or just a normal onion would be alright, chopped up. So I have about a good teaspoon or 2 teaspoons of finely minced turmeric. That's out of the freezer. And I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of this finely minced ginger. And then I'm going to saute that. What I'm doing is just cutting these raw cashews in half. I'm going to get about a half a cup of these. Right, so now that these spices are cooked, I've got a packet of this Shan meat and vegetable curry spice mix. I got that from an Indian spice shop. So I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of that. I'm just going to cook that for about 1 minute. That gives off a beautiful smell, beautiful aroma comes off that. Now the next thing I'm going to put in, now that that's cooked, so I'm going to put about half of this tin of coconut cream in there. I use that to deglaze the saucepan and bring this a bit of nice sauce going. What I'm going to do now is put my cashews in there. Now next thing I'm going to do is put my fish stock in there. Squeeze out as much of this juice as I can. A lot of goodness in these fish frames, and we don't want to waste it. I've got a heap of these dried mangoes, so I'm just cutting these in half. End up with 2/3 of a cup of these dried mangoes, and I'm going to put them in. So normally I would have used half a cup of sultanas, because we like sultanas in our curry. I'm going to put in about a half a teaspoon of my sea salt. Put that through and let that come back to the simmer. So what I'm doing is cutting up these mushrooms that we harvested the other day, and we've identified these. Certainly made sure that they were 100% edible before we used them in our cooking. So I encourage you to do the same. If you find some backyard mushrooms, just make sure you identify them as being edible. So we've heard of a few nightmare stories of people make themselves very sick. We can afford to be generous with this. We got a heap. I found a great big patch of them yesterday. I'm just going to put these in. Look at that lovely pink colour. Yeah, I might put a bit more in. Man, that's looking good. I've got one more thing to go in there. I found a small packet of rainbow chard in the freezer. And I'm just going to, it's been cooked, just going to put that in there. We have some sweet potato mash here, coupled in with some sweet corn. We're going to use that to put our curry on. So here's our curry. Looking fantastic. Those mangoes really swelled up beautifully, soaking up the curry. How's that looking? So you could put that on a bed of rice or something like that. Is our backyard mushroom curry. We're going to have our dinner now. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you later. Bye.